Let's talk about capital gains tax on real estate. For long-term capital gains on the sale of property held for 12 months or longer, there's some significant tax advantages, unlike short-term gains, which are taxed at the ordinary income tax rate. The long-term capital gains are taxed depending on the investor's income tax bracket. For example, if they're in the 10 to 15% tax bracket, the tax rate on the gain is 0, nothing due. If they're in the 25 to 35% tax bracket, the tax on the long-term gain is 15%, and above that is 20%. For some high-income earners, there's an additional 3.8% tax, which is a Medicare tax. To determine what your actual gain is, you take your purchase price plus acquisition costs and improvements and subtract it from your net sales amount realized, which would be your sale price less selling expense. So that amount will be taxed on the rate depending on the income tax bracket you're in, whether it be 15 or 20%. Now, if you depreciated it over time, which most residential property is depreciated, then that would have to be recaptured at a rate of 25% for the amount of depreciation taken. Typically, a property is depreciated by taking 80% of its value, which has to be adjusted to the improvements, because you cannot depreciate the land. And then divide that by 27.5 years, that's the amount of time you can depreciate residential property. And then you'll be able to get the amount depreciated per year, multiply it times how many years you held it, and that would give you the amount of depreciation you have, which would be taxed at 25%. So your total tax due would be the 25% on the recaptured depreciation plus the amount of tax on your gain. These taxes can be deferred by using a 1031 like-kind exchange and purchasing another investment property for greater or equal value. And but we'll talk about that in another video because there's a few steps to it. Also, when you sell your personal residence, the gain on that has several substantial exclusions, so we'll talk about that in another video too. Thank you very much. We're here for your service. Call us anytime.